The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Extra receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
He finds his man complete. It's Burgess. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw, it's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. And really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Here comes third and the length of the football. They'll try the left side. Darted. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So after the fourth down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. This is Burgess. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10.
56. Alert! Ready!
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Ready!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
60 Vikings. Here we go. 60.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Credited with a 1-yard. There to make it 2nd and 9. You talk about this Bengals defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
18 Rattler. 18. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Short. Quick as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Robinson up the middle. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Calling a gain of 5. 4th down now. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is fielded at the 27. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
They'll run with Burgess. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On play action, Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Trey McBride, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals add 6 to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes our score 17-0.
Falcons, nothing.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after 1. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11, Panther. Here we go, here we go. Go.
Back to throw. Short. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Ready,
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
A give to Robinson on the option. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Second and 16.
Get it. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Williamson. They juked him. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Now they'll change things up.
25-yard line.
19 tight. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Come on. Set.
Looking to throw. Short. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
15-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. He finds his man complete. That's McLeod. And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 3.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
70. 70. Let's go.
Robinson will try to pick it up. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
On 4th down, short, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Allen going to back away and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third and 4. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Well, they run the option on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 52 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now the try here for the point after. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Bengals 17, Falcons 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Here's Allen. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. To the air, Allen. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now 3rd down and very long. Now Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They need 18 yards here on third down.
Here we go. 60, 18.
And now an audible here into something else.
Panther 11. Rig alert. Let's go.
From the gun on third down. Short. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Carry here for Burgess. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Allen off the play fake. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Allen now looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Burgess. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
Alert!
Now Allen. Touchdown! Jaden Reed in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Short. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
110 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Ready, liking, 18. Ready, let go.
Up the middle they go. Williamson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Here we go, Scott. Let's go.
Option play. Here's Robinson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
A gain of only a yard.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Allen going to throw. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st down, Burgess. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. Chase, the motion man right. Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burgess. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score is 31. Falcons 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Bengals grab it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's good for a Bengals.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing now is Allen. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Alert! 5 wide. Half 85.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Trey McBride with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Falcons 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he's
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
19, Panther 60, Panther score.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Come on.
Looking to throw. Short. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burgess. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. He finds his man, complete. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And some room to work.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think so.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Garcia. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Burgess. And he'll get it down to the plate of the 37. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Half 85, half 85. 56, 56.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Check that. Street.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Cowboy 80.
2nd and 11. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Short. Complete. Jefferson the target. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burgess. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throw left side complete to Chase. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll try the left side. Burgess. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get